As far as their agreement for taking care of maintenance when it comes to Bama, they take care of it, but they really want you to just come in at their specified times, or in pretty much the at a certain mileage. They just want you to come in, and they take care of it, and that's that. You know what I mean? They don't want you to come in and be like, well, let me fix this and get it fixed for free. It's got to be normal wear and tear, which is kind of like if it doesn't fall within that specific mileage, then it's not really something that it's not normal wear and tear really. It's something that happened, you know what I'm saying? Because if you're getting it checked every 3,000 or every however many miles, if it's something that needs to be taken care of before that amount of time, then it's not going to be normal wear and tear. So it's like they say that you can bring it in anytime and get it fixed, but really they're not going to fix the car like unless it's, you know what I'm saying, if it's they're just going to want to do maintenance. So I mean, if you have like your tire wears down a little bit quicker and you just want a quick tire fix, or somebody to take out, uh, give you a new tire or something like that, then they're not going to be the people to go to, you know. Which is kind of how they kind of tell you, like they try to make it seem like, you know what I'm saying, they'll take care of pretty much any minor expense, but really they don't want you in there. They just want to they really want to do is the just the like I said, once you hit the certain mileage, they just want you to bring it in, and they don't want to hear from you until the next time. So it's like that part kind of sucks. I had something that happened with my car where I just needed a new tire. You know what I mean? Like, and really, when they say normal wear and tear, if you're driving a lot, or if you're driving for Uber, you know what I mean, you're gonna hit potholes, or and just in general, just the road. As even if you don't hit a major pothole, like you might need an alignment. You know what I mean? Like you need little stuff to be fixed on your car, like an alignment, just because you've been driving a lot. So it's really, if you really think about it, it is normal wear and tear, like stuff like that. Your your alignment's off, so then your tire gets worn down quicker. So that's really normal wear and tear, to be honest with you. But people act like it's not. So you'll be paying for a lot of your own expenses, and it kind of sucks because again, if you're gonna be paying this premium for each month or each week or whatever, if you're paying a premium already, then you're not really saving that much money, like as far as expenses and stuff like that, because it's really like you might as well have just bought the car because you're paying more per week per month. And a lot of times when you lease from Bama, they don't give you like a 2009 or something that can barely get you over the year that Uber requires. They're only gonna have like a 2016 or something like that, 2017, and it's gonna be basically you got to get that, and those payments are gonna be pretty high on the car, which is reason why like they're gonna be offering like 140 a week for it, which is actually kind of high. That's kind of high. You know what I mean? 140 a week is really high for just leasing or leasing a car. Um, cause could you imagine if they just had a 2009 or something that you could lease real quick and that be that? I mean, cause a lot of times these dealerships they're not really gonna be leasing you for something nice or something decent. You know what I'm saying? If they have like a used car, they're not really trying to lease it like that. You know what I mean? Like, I really didn't really go to a lot of dealerships and try to figure out like if I can get a deal or whatever. But maybe you want to go that route, like call like other dealerships, see what the oldest car they have, and see if you can get a leasing agreement with them. And I mean, a lot of times, if you do a leasing agreement and it's something like older, um, or just if you do a leasing agreement and it's outside of Uber's like partnership, they're not going to want you to put as many miles. So it's kind of like even if you can find something cheaper, they're going to start charging you by the mile, like, and that might make it add up eventually. So maybe consider getting something that's 2009 or 2010, depending on what the minimum requirement is when you watch this video, and try to get a loan for it and basically just make your payments. The payments per month for a car like that will be only a couple $100, you know what I mean? And you'll be straight. You'll be on the platform. People aren't going to try to avoid your car. You know what I'm saying? You don't really get much out of not having you don't really get much out of not having a 2016. Like, just having a 2016, you should be able to have like a separate platform for like a newer car, because what's the incentive of, like, because you can't get the luxury platform, you know what I mean? You can't really get any other platform because a lot of these, they don't give you like a, let you choose your color, because I would have just gone with black and then with, so I could use the black platform, or you know what I mean, or something like that, so I can get paid more. But they pretty much, they're charging, they'll get you a newer car and charge you a lot, and then it's pretty much going to be only useful for Uber X. So then, and if you figure it out, like you're like, yo, maybe I want to get a different car, like a SUV, or something that's black, or something that's a luxury car, so that I can use one of these better platforms to make more money. Then you to get out of the contract, you have to have a repo on your credit. So I mean, if you have good credit, then it won't mean anything. But if you already kind of have bad credit, you don't want a repo, and then it'll make it harder to get a car. You know what I mean? Your next car. So if you get out of the contract, you might not be able to qualify for another car. So if you're planning on doing something like that, make sure you qualify beforehand. And I still don't know if that'll work, because they might even, or basically just get the other car before you even do it, and then terminate your contract, because after you get the repo, then you might not qualify for the next one. Now you can't drive for Uber. You just screwed yourself. And then another thing that's kind of crazy about Bama is that if you do get out of the leasing, or your leasing agreement, like, you can't, especially if you terminate it, you pay the 250. I don't know if your contract ends. I think you can just get one right off the bat. But if you pay the 250 and you do everything right and you get out of the contract, you have to wait 6 months before they'll lend you another car. So that kind of sucks, because like, if I were to end it, it would be specifically for me to, it'd be specifically so that I can get another car that I can use on a different platform, you know what I mean? Like I said earlier. So basically, like, you're trapped in the agreement for a while. So make sure that you're ready to do it if that's what you want to do.